Boom! Oh shit. Okay, welcome back again. Um, yeah. All right. So this time I want to look at a video called "Top 21 Times Kevin Samuel Schooled Modern Women." Anybody know? If you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, don't worry because I really don't either. To be honest, I didn't really know who the fuck Wog was until he died, and this may come off as a little harsh, but considering what I've seen of him and what I know of him now, it's kind of vile, so I say good riddance. You know, it's kind of like Hitler's death, you know. I'm not saying that Kevin Samuels is anything like Hitler, but like, still, it's just like, when bad people die, it's just like, whatever. Good riddance, fucker. So yeah, again, video 21 times Kevin Samuels schooled modern women. So from what I know about Kevin Samuels, he is this whole like self-help guru, if I remember correctly, like for incel men or whatever who can't like date women, and also like kind of like ed- educating women on how to appeal to men and how to get a man or a lifelong partner or whatever. While he does this in the most toxic ways imaginable. And I have pre-watched some of this video before, like about a month ago, so I could tell that he's not a very his opinions aren't very great. Very unsavory opinions. So yeah, let's cut to the chase and take a look at this piece of shit, shall we?
Asking about ranking and what's the problem with ranking women?
Um, I think I do agree that we rank everything in life. Women, I wouldn't say that we rank. I would use a different word. I think we categorize men, um, which may be a type of ranking. But I mean, so when you say ranking, are you referring to?
I hope you guys noticed that little gesture that Kevin Samuels just made, like you just proved my point. No, she really didn't. She was almost right, and then she said the wrong conclusion. Categorizing and ranking are completely fucking different things. And if I had to explain to you why those two things are different, there's just no hope for you, man. There really is no hope for you. Like, should I explain it? Do I really have to bother explaining this? You know what? Stretch my brain muscles for a little bit. I'll try to explain this as best as I can. When it comes to categorizing, let's illustrate this. When it comes to categorizing, think of it like Pokemon, right? How each Pokemon has a different type. How there's fire type, there's water type, there's electric type, grass type. They're all different categories. Let's ignore the fact that some types are better than others. They're just all different categories. Not saying that one is better than the other. They're just all different, and just in different, you know, spaces within those categories. When it comes to ranking, it is inherently saying that you're placing something one above the other, above the other, above the other, above the other. Think of it like a fucking totem pole, the top to the bottom. It's not really categorizing, it's just putting one above the other. Categorization is inherently separation. Ranking is separation, but also putting value upon those separate categories. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. I hope you get it. And if you don't get it, which you already should without me explaining, then I'm sorry.
You're comparing them
Yes.
to each other or just to your standard?
No, see, you're 32.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been married?
No,
Any children?
not yet.
Well, when a man asks you to go out, you decide what man you give your information to and what man you don't give your information to. That's a ranking.
What?
How tall are you?
5'5".
5'5".
What the fuck does that mean? Wait. So, giving information to a certain man is ranking? That doesn't make any fucking sense. That's more about trust than it is about ranking. What the fuck? No, of course you're not gonna give your, fucking information and stuff like that to some random stranger you don't know, but like... What? Or is he talking about, like, information about yourself that's... No. Well, choosing whether or not you want to give, like, certain information to... is all dependent on how much you trust that person, not about fucking... you believe that person is better than another. It's so fucking stupid.
Care if a man is only 5'6" when you dating? That's a ranking. The pause is a ranking. See, y'all have y'all got no problems with ranking men. If a man was working and making $15 an hour, would you marry him and be with him for the rest of your life if that's all he was gonna make? Minimum $15. $37,000 is what the median income for a male in this country was. You'd be happily married to him and submit to him for a lifetime?
If he's married to me, that's gonna change. So
No.
What the fuck is wrong with this bitch? What do you mean that's gonna change? God, this chick sounds very high maintenance, to be honest with you. Like, again, I'm gonna be roasting Kevin Samuels in here, but like, some of the fucking bitches that he talks to are really fucking shallow, and it only bolsters his toxic ideology. And it's just really sad because, like, what the fuck does she mean when she says, "Oh, that's gonna change"? You're gonna force him into a different career, or what? What the fuck do you? How do you picture this changing, lady? Because I don't see it any other way besides a control than you just trying to control him. That's just really no. And the fact that you're willing to go out of your way to try and change that, like, oh, your income isn't enough. I'm gonna change that. Not good enough for me. We're gonna fix that.
I said if he's just an average man. See, y'all all think y'all have the power. No. See, y'all all think y'all have the power of Thanos to make be not what it is. I said if a man was just an average earning man. See, the fact that you can't even...
I can't. You're right. I can't live off that because...
Sure you can.
If anything were to happen to me, and if he would have to take care of everything, I wouldn't be able to sustain. Like, I would have to...
What do you mean you couldn't sustain? I mean, half the country...
What is she saying? I think she's really getting, like, a little nervous here, and she's not really portraying her message well rhetorically. I'm having a hard time trying to understand what she's saying here. And that's another thing that's fucking shitty about Kevin Samuels, is that he doesn't even give the bitch the chance to even say what she means in regards to what she's trying to put across. Like, because now from what I can understand, I think she's saying that she would also work. Because it sounds like, God, it's so weird. It sounds to me like she's trying to say that, if something were to happen to him, then she would be only... Is she saying that she would also work? Or, like... Hold on. What is she saying?
I can't live off that because...
Sure you can.
If anything were to happen to me, and if he would have to take care of everything...
If something were to happen to her, then he would have to take care of everything. So I guess she's implying that she would also, like, work and actually provide for the household, like, you know, bring in some level of income. And if something were to happen to her, then like everything would be on his shoulders and it would be stressful for him. I think that's what she's trying to say. I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to sustain. Like, I would have to.
What do you mean you couldn't sustain? I mean, half the country's doing that.
I mean, like, I would have to change some things. If we were living just off his income, I would have to change a lot.
Did you go to college?
What? I'm not following her because honestly, she already lives alone. If anything were to, from what I can understand, she lives alone and she's single. So if anything were to happen to her, then she would be even more fucked, and she would still have to change some things. Her logic is very flawed. I'm sorry, because if she were with a person and something were to happen to her, at the very least, she would have something to lean on financially, so she can get back up on her feet again. But like, if you're living alone and you don't have somebody making any money whatsoever, then if something were to happen to you in that situation, then you're super fucked and you have to change a whole lot about your finances and your situation and whatnot.
I did.
Mm-hmm. Did your mother go to college?
She didn't.
Your father go to college? Did your father go to college?
He has a trade.
So your mother and father didn't go to college, they made you. And it's funny that the very people who come from nothing got so high of a standard for the next group of men.
God. I don't know if he's actually, like, really listening to what she's saying, to be honest there. Because he did a lot of interrupting, because hate to use this word, he was mansplaining quite a bit there. He literally did not give her any opportunity to talk and actually, like, and to actually explain what she's saying. Like, her message is like all weird and jumbled and whatnot, and I can't even make out what her, like, what the grand point that she's trying to make is.
What does a traditional housewife entail?
Well, you tell me, because you said you're not one. You picked the right one.
Housewife, I'm just imagining kind of being a slave. So that's
Let me stop you right here.
I wouldn't. Well, if she personally believes that being a housewife is being a slave, then kind of, yeah. I mean, it's only slavery if you don't want to do it, right? And if she doesn't want to do it, then from her perspective, yeah, being a housewife is kind of a slave position, because now it's no choice of your own. You're being societally forced to be in that position just because it's and if you don't, then then you have no value as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's that level of coercion that makes it slavery, in a sense. Well, slavery is inherently about coercion.
Where are your people from?
My mom's from Trinidad and my dad's from Jamaica. So I see that's
hold on.
Why?
We don't need white supremacy racism. When all we got is this: that you think that the women who came before you were slaves.
What?
It's not that necessarily, but just what I'm.
Kevin Samuels, the king of listening to women and what they're saying. Holy shit. What? I don't think that's what she meant when she said that, but okay, dude.
I'm seeing in the media and just all around me, I see women trying to be this housewife for men, traditional housewife for men, and they're just getting like.
What are you talking about? When women, a woman who's let's do it. Let's do it. Traditional housewife. What media are you talking about?
So let's. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I want you to define what traditional house.
No.
Because
You
in my
can't.
mind, traditional housewife
No.
is being home.
You can't overtalk me. That's how we. No, we don't do that.
Really bold of Kevin Samuels to say that when all he did was when it seems all he likes to do is fucking talk over women every time they're trying to make their point. But okay.
Damn. What media are you talking about?
Social media.
Where do you see traditional housewives in social media?
Everywhere.
Do you?
Well, I mean, that I know of, just women getting taken care of and not working. No.
So that's what a traditional housewife is: taken care of and not working.
To me, yes.
I'm gonna say it. Based on what she just said, this chick is fucking stupid. Ignoring all the other aspects of being a traditional housewife, forgetting about the marital rape, the spousal abuse, the basically being a slave to your husband. If you don't obey your husband, then you will then the alternative is being abused by him, and the self-loathing, the lack of self-worth, the lack of bodily autonomy, the lack of just autonomy in general, never having the opportunity to pursue your own goals and interests, never having opportunities in general, just being something that you don't want to be just because society says that you have to be that way. You want to ignore all of that. You just want to focus on being taken care of and being in a house all the time. I'm sorry, she's a fucking clown. She's really fucking stupid. Either that or she is rhetorically, she's not very rhetorically gifted. And she may have the same problems that I have when it comes to like ADHD and having a hard time like expressing your opinions and like, you know, saying what you mean. But holy shit, if all you can come up with is fucking being taken care of and the other, it's so fucking silly, and it only makes like, and it only makes the message look like really. It only makes like the real problems with being like with being a traditional housewife. Like the aspects of it that makes it you being forced to be a traditional housewife bad.
Oh, okay. So and that's getting the shit into the stick.
From what I've seen so far, yes.
Holy shit. Okay, no, she's stupid. She's really fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Only bolstered his fucking toxically masculine ego. Holy shit. All it did was make him look smarter. I really hope that this is just really badly clipped out and she explains further on, because if she's not being misrepresented here, like, deliberately by whoever, like, edited this fucking video and cut these clips, then holy shit, this bitch is fucking dumb. Oh my god. It only makes him look bad by, it only makes him look better by comparison.
So you're supposed to teach you how to be a wife.
How to be a wife, yeah. So how to be a wife, you can learn that from your mother, yes, but I was raised by my father. Now my mother is in my life right now, but I could say that my father taught me how to be a wife or a woman to a man. I could say that. And how to be one, exactly. Because the way women teach us how to be a wife and the way men teach us how to be a wife are completely two different.
Are you married?
No, I'm not. I was engaged, but I'm not married.
See, men customize women for them.
See, but that's the thing. My father didn't custom.
I'm 31.
What the fuck? What? Hold on. There's an element of truth to that, but at the same time, I know, like, on the other side of his mouth, he will say that I'm. Oh fuck! Dried throat. Holy shit. Ah. Ah, Jesus. Okay. But I know from like the other side of his mouth, he will spew the common talking point that children need men in their lives, like absolutely need men in their lives, otherwise the whole family unit will fall apart. And like the father's a major component. But at the same time, women are better caretakers, so when it comes to alimony and whatnot, then the woman will always get the kids because she's a better child rearer and all of that wonderful jazz. Can't really have it both ways. It's just such a really... I don't even know what the whole conversation was. That really, honestly, I don't even know where to begin with that. That was just a really awkward thing.
What do you want to talk to me about?
I'm a boss woman. I just was out at my booth, doing my pop-up shop today, and I went to college, and I believe that I can have a family one day. I believe that...
How many kids you got?
No kids.
Okay. You believe you can have a family?
Yeah. Fuck. Have you noticed how, like... we look at 3 clips, I think 4 clips so far. 3 clips, 4 clips, I don't know. Have you noticed that, like, this dude will ask them if they've had kids before? Because the thing is with modern men is like, if a woman has kids, to them she's already used up trash. So like she's not really worth anything if she has children, because now her vagina is loose, has pumped out 1 or 2 babies, has already had some dicks in her. She's used up and garbage, and I also don't want to take care of kids that aren't mine. Really weird, really weird way to value women and to look at women. Is like, and another part of it too is also capitalism as well, because it's really difficult to like jump into a family unit where you have to not only take care of one person but 2 people. And another part of it is like toxic masculinity as well, because you're like really imposing that upon yourself, where like you are the one that has to take care of all of them. And and a man would rather not jump into a relationship and feel like they're obligated to take care of like every fucking kid. When more often than not, usually women that already have kids and are dating a man, they're not really expecting them to take care of the kids. Not until the relationship gets like really, really serious, and by that point, then the man will definitely be willing to take care of the kids, especially if he has a really good relationship with those kids. So it's just like, I don't know, really fucking dumb. And the people that look at women that way is just like really, in a way that like if you have kids and you have no value type shit, it's just really fucking dumb.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe I can meet my match. I believe that I can find someone that...
Roll it back now, no.
I'm sorry.
You don't do.
I'm sorry.
We don't know what talk means. That's one thing you don't.
I'm sorry. I'm getting people go to my page, my website, because I'm talking to you. So it's like, wow, I was shocked that...
Well, turn off the comments and have the conversation.
Let's talk. Help me out, Kevin.
I don't know why. I mean, if you already have it all figured out, why do you need my help?
I mean, I want to help your viewers too see my point of view and talk to you and have a conversation.
I don't think my viewers want to hear a woman tell them anything.
Really says a lot about his audience, doesn't it? And the fact that he said that, that's fucking great. This probably might be the first chick that I actually like out of the people that he's talked to so far in this clip. So far, she's a really fucking badass. She's like, I got it all figured out. I want to talk to your audience from the mouth of a woman, and from our point of view, I want them to see my perspective. And Kevin Samuels is like, nah, I don't think my audience wants to see a woman's perspective. Because if they do, every misconception that they have about women in general will be proven wrong.
I don't want to tell them. I want to answer your questions.
You said you wanted to talk to me.
Go ahead.
What do you
I
want-
just want to
what do you
talk
want- what
about
do you
your
want- what-
conversation about how I can meet my match. How can I make
I don't know what your match is. I don't know what your match is. What do you want?
I want someone that, you know, can match my drive, my ambition, you know, someone that can bring to the table what I bring to the table as a woman. You know, I want
That's completely fair. I like the way she thinks. Really, I do. That's a very it's a very valid thing to seek as a woman, or even as anybody, to be honest. I don't see anything wrong with what she's looking for in a man. Nothing. And I think honestly, it kind of it should be standard for a lot of people. It should be standard for men as well. It should just be standard in general.
someone that can meet, you know, my match.
How's that working out for you?
It's been working out great, but you know, honestly, I don't think guys at this point in my career are what I need to focus on. Like, I just want to focus on myself, and then when I get to a level where I'm comfortable, you know, I want to settle down, and that's what's in my vicinity.
Wait, how is this? How did Kevin Samuels school? Oh my god! Wait! The video literally is. It literally says top 21 times Kevin Samuels schooled modern women. The fact that they're cutting it off right there implies that if you're a woman and you're not looking for a relationship, then there's something wrong with you. She got schooled basically because she's not looking for a relationship. What? Listen, if your entire life is consumed by you looking for a relationship, like actively just like scoping out like a robot, searching for any romantic partner or sexual partner whatsoever, you're a fucking loser and you have nothing going for you in life. Really, life is about way more than just those things. Holy shit. Dude, the best way to find a romantic partner is naturally, like meeting someone naturally, having like a relationship with them, and growing to, you know, to actually, you know, love them, you know, want to have sex with them, or want to be in a romantic, romantically involved with them. That's generally how people should be finding romantic partners. So you shouldn't really have to be actively looking for it. If you're actively looking for it, you're going to find disappointment on every corner. Trust me, you will. And if you do find somebody, 9 times out of 10, that person is just not really worth your time. And the relationship will probably fall apart very quickly.
What percentage of men earn $650,000 or more?
Well, from the conversation I heard you speak about earlier, it sounded like it was less than 10%.
10% of men earn $100,000.
Okay.
Top 5%, around $250,000. 300,000, you start dropping around 3%. You get over 500,000, you're talking about 1%. And you're talking more than that. So you're talking about a fraction of a percent. So if a man, they can meet that, and you said y'all tall 5 what?
Say that again?
How tall are you again? You said you're 5 what?
I'm 5'5", 5'8" with heels.
Okay. So how tall does he need to be?
Anywhere like 5'8" and taller. I'm flexible.
Okay. If this man can meet your socioeconomic standard, which is rather on the higher side, I think it's fair to say he can meet most women's. What do you think a man who makes that kind of income, what are some of the things they would want from a woman?
I definitely feel they want a baddie, for sure.
A what?
A baddie, like they want somebody who is like a 10 and 10 for sure. Somebody who's well kept, well put, dressed as well, speaks well, articulate, great conversation, can be in a crowd with anybody and be able to be put together.
You just described a man.
Holy fuck. Jesus Christ, this chick is pretty damn shallow, to be honest with you. That is a lot. major red flags to anybody who says who refers to like a potential partner as any number. Oh, this person's a 7. Ah, they're a 10. And I mean, like, say that and like take it very, very seriously. I know a lot of people like to do 10s or 7s or whatnot, but like, as a joke. 9 times out of 10, they don't really mean that. Not personal, like ranking people that way. But like the people who do that, like, and sincerely and seriously mean it, major red flags. Holy shit. Mind you, her standards aren't well, she has very interesting standards, to say the least. However, I know for a fact that anything that like 2% less than that, she will not accept. I'm sorry. There are a lot of shallow women out there. I don't want to downplay that aspect. There are definitely shallow women out there. But I know for a fact Kevin Samuels wants to put like all the failed relationships and how the dating sphere is kind of like declining entirely on the women, when in fact there are definitely negative aspects to men in society broadly. Like a lot of men, unfortunately, don't understand what consent is, and like without really knowing it are kind of like really creepy and off-putting, and sometimes they're just like, sometimes they can be overbearing, other times they feel like women owe them sex or romantic relations or just anything like that. There's a lot of toxic shit on both sides of that, on both sides of that whole the whole modern dating sphere.
Well, articulate, great conversation, can be in a crowd with anybody and be able to be put together.
You just described a man.
I described a man?
Mm-hmm. You're describing the prototypical Tyler Perry Sex of the City metro female fantasy.
Fuck. I don't like the way he worded it. It's like, oh, you just basically described a man. But beside from that, like, aspect of what he said rhetorically, he's not wrong. God, he's not wrong. It really is a fucking fantasy. What she just described really is like a huge fucking fantasy that only like 2% of men on the planet can live up to. It's a very impossible standard. It's not a bad preference to have, but it's just, you should definitely be willing to accept less than that. You know, if that to you, that's what less is. I hate using these terms.
You said you had a 9-year marriage that you divorced from, and you had a relationship that you left because he was cheating.
Yeah.
And you never cheated?
I have.
Exactly. And how long ago did that end?
About maybe 7 years ago.
And what have you been doing since then?
Well, that's when I started working on myself. Because
but see, that's what I don't understand. 7 years, man. I'm not 37 or 44. Jesus Christ, how long are y'all supposed to French toast work?
What the fuck? Wait, no.
And how long ago did that end?
About maybe 7 years ago.
And what have you been doing since then?
Well, that's when I started working on myself. Because
but see, that's what I don't understand. 7 years, man. I'm not 37 or 44. Jesus Christ, how?
What the fuck? She's allowed to work on herself for however long she wants to. Holy shit. Again, it's this whole fucking standard. You want to know why he's upset? You want to know why he's upset about that she's working on herself for 7 years? Because she's aging. To men like this, the older you are, the less value you have as a woman. You don't want to waste time bettering yourself before you get into a relationship. No. Get into a relationship as soon as you possibly can while you're young. So we can use you up before you get old. Please, don't do that. That's a waste.
How long are y'all supposed to French toast work? What do you need from a man financially?
For him to hold it down.
What does that mean?
So what that means is, you know, as a woman, and
Put a dollar value on it. Don't give me the yearbook answer.
at least a minimum of 6 figures. Minimum.
Oh. Wow. You know what? I'm kind of with him on the laughing part. I'm sorry. I if I were in his position, I would probably laugh at her too. Holy fucking shit.
My problem is that I tend to attract narcissists, and I'm the complete opposite of a narcissist. Like, I'm bored.
Oh, okay.
Right off the bat, this bitch had no. Right off the bat, she gives off major red flags. Man, for some reason I attract a lot of narcissists, but also I am the least narcissistic person on the planet. Those words really speak for themselves, don't they? This says a lot more about her than it does anybody she has dated.
And I know I'm literally saying, like, I'm
Bored is a reason a lot of women leave. But see, so honestly, what men hear is there's no reason to be a good guy because, you know, when I was a good guy, women left me. But when I became a player, that was problem.
I don't even know how true that is on his part. I don't know. Maybe there is an element of truth to there, but like still, that's a... If what he's saying is true, that really still is and women perpetuating toxic masculinity and patriarchal society, to be honest with you. Because women are raised to have like standards like that, to like the bad boy. Nice guy, bad. Bad boy? Sexy. Toxic masculinity has placed that like toxic masculinity and the patriarchy has kind of like placed that standard of men on a really high pedestal, and he feels justified in perpetuating that because it's what works, when we should definitely be challenging that, even if women themselves are perpetuating it. We should be challenging them too. Everybody, men and women equally perpetuate toxic masculinity and patriarchy. They do. Men more so, but women are also like, you know, a decent amount of women also perpetuate it, and it's really sad when you think about it.
It's not many options. That's another thing.
Oh, there are plenty of options. 51% of black men are single and childless. 64% in the middle class. See what they're not.
But a lot of them are ugly.
Oh, no. First off, check that.
Fuck. Am I gonna agree with him on this? I probably will agree with him on this. Holy shit. I don't like what she said. Calling men I don't... This is why men have like high suicide rates, and how a lot of them have like really bad self-esteem. Take that and couple that with the whole thing where men are not allowed to express their feelings and emotions. You end up getting disaster. They either lash out violently or they kill themselves. Again, this is another aspect of women perpetuating toxic masculinity and patriarchy, because God, just ranking in general just really perpetuates this shit. Calling men ugly and for just any reason. Don't call people ugly. People aren't ugly. Stop that.
Because you start that shit, I'm gonna get real raw with you.
But
I'm gonna get real raw with you. Check that shit. Because I have not made any presumptions about looks or anything with you, so I'm not going to insult men.
You can't. I look a mess now, but I don't think I have to settle with a man that I don't find
okay,
handsome.
Let's do it. Well,
what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? First you're gonna call men ugly, but you're also gonna call yourself like not looking that great. and saying and basically saying that she's entitled to have men that are that aren't ugly.
What would you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Just your face. You cannot use 7.
A 10.
Kevin Samuels thinks she's ugly. He really does. I don't think she looks that bad either, to be honest. I really don't think she looks bad at all. I think she's kind of cute. But she's a piece of shit.
Oh, poor baby. Now let's try this again.
So I'm not
You
a
are
10.
not the most beautiful woman in the world. Cosmopolitan ain't trying to get you to be on the cover. People ain't deemed you one of the most beautiful women in the world. First thing you came out of your mouth, you said you're a 10, and you're not a 10.
My face is not a 10. I don't have no makeup on, and my hair is not done, and this is Orville hair.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
I think I'm definitely a 10.
Cool. I bet you do. So when was the last time you did any runway modeling or print modeling?
I've never been involved in that.
Why not? 10s, that's what 10s do.
Not all 10s.
Oh yeah, not all 10s, but you know what? You live in New York, right?
What the fuck? This is what all 10s do. Holy shit. I hate... You see, 10s do this and 10s do that. So if you don't do this, therefore you are not a 10. I hate life. I hate ranking. I hate people like Kevin Samuels. And I hate people like this bitch as well. I hate all of them.
Right. See, when you're a 10, people discover you at the bank, at the bodega, at the gym.
That happened when I was younger. My father.
Yeah. Okay, and we're gonna keep on moving. You're not a 10. You're living in, and a lot of you ladies just say this shit because
I'm not
it's
a
like,
10.
you're not. You're not a 10.
What would you rate me as? My face.
I'm not gonna. No, you're not a 10 because you're rating yourself up there with Rihanna and Halle Berry when she was young. That's what you're rating yourself.
Halle Berry when she was young? Bro, Halle Berry is still fucking fine as fuck. Halle Berry has been a 10 and she always will be a 10. Do you know how old she is? I think she's like almost 60 at this point and she still looks like a fuck. She still looks like she's like in her mid like early 30s. Holy shit.
What would you give yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair. You cannot use 7.
On a regular schmegular degular day, I'd say maybe a 6.
Okay. I will give you a 6. And a 6 is cute. A 5 is average.
Mhm.
So, if you're a cute woman,
I hate life. Cute is 10 in my book. Fuck you, Kevin Samuels.
that's one step above average. Okay, average means average. You look in your family history, and most people are average, right at the top of the bell curve. But if you take a cute woman who's overweight, that adjusts her S&V up or down.
Down.
Thank you. So that makes her average. As those two numbers, they kind of average out. You would be an average woman.
This is really complicated. If you're gonna rank people like this and you're like literally gonna do like head math to calculate the ranking number based on how much she weighs, what her face looks like, and all of that. Well, your face is a 10, but you're overweight. So you're overweight. However much, the more you weigh, the lower you are on the 10 spectrum. So you're about you're about 180 pounds. So you are a 7. So we do the math and we average it out. So now you're like about an 8.5. Fuck you. This is so fucking stupid and it is so retarded. Holy shit. People who do shit like this are just shallow as fuck and have nothing going for them in their lives besides this. Like seriously, what does Kevin Samuels do besides? What skills does he have besides this? Don't answer that. He probably, a writer or whatever? I don't know. I don't. And to be honest, I don't really care. This is his focus and this is his entire brand. So I'm gonna say, based on this, he has absolutely no life whatsoever. What a fucking shallow piece of shit. Oh my god.
And as about an average woman in this country, an average black woman, the average black man in this country earns $41,500 for a lifetime. No more, no less. No Herculean methods, no lottery, no businesses. That's what he's going to make. That's your husband.
But what if I have degrees?
Thank you. See? I want you guys to understand. She just asked me, and I told her, what is a woman has her SMV. Now, these women actually think because they can make themselves higher SMV because of a degree.
I don't think she understands that modern men don't value women that have education whatsoever. They want women that are dumb and young and subservient and don't talk and perform housewife duties. When you're intelligent, in many cases, the smarter you are, the lower value you have. No.
It does not work. Men have never picked women based upon your degree. That is why you could be on fries at McDonald's, but if you look like Kelly Rowland, you can marry a millionaire. But you could graduate from Harvard, but if you look like Precious, you ain't got nothing coming.
Listening to what he's saying, I can't tell if he's being descriptive or prescriptive. But I'm gonna make a bold claim here and say that it is a bit of both. What he is saying here is like descriptive, but I feel like he thinks it's perfectly justified in this, and this is how life should be for everyone. If you are not a 10, then you don't deserve to marry a millionaire.
A lot of my Jewish friends were married during college.
Exactly. And so when I ask you why aren't you married, you look like I asked you something difficult. Why aren't you married yet?
No, I don't think it's difficult.
Don't want to get married this young?
I love my boyfriend. I'm happy being in a relationship.
Right. You better say that shit. He's gonna see the video, but why aren't you marry him yet?
He wants to get married.
Okay, so he's broke.
No, he's not.
What?
Not broke.
So what's wrong with him?
Nothing's wrong with him.
So let me get this right. He's not broke and he wants to marry you, but you don't want to get married. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I never said I don't want to get married.
Well, I asked you why aren't you married?
We're just not married yet.
How long you been together?
We've been together, we're going on 2 years.
Why aren't you married?
2 years? Dude. Oh my god, I fucking hate Kevin Samuels so much. 2 years is not enough to be like, well, lifelong partner now, time to get married. She's just not ready, dude. Why is it so hard for him to accept that women are just not ready for certain things? I'm noticing that this is like a common pattern with him. Not ready for marriage? Oh, that's a problem. Working on yourself for 7 years? Oh, that's a problem. It's like he in his worldview, if a woman is not like quickly rushing into getting into a relationship and quickly rushing into marriage like right after, then there's something wrong with her, or there's something inherently wrong with the man or the relationship or whatever. Like, I'm sorry, dude, but you shouldn't. People go at their own pace. Not everyone is going to want to do that shit, and frankly, I think it's much healthier to be slow and steady when it comes to these things. Especially something like relationships.
I'll take the 6 months. So let me get this right. He wants to get married.
Yes.
He's told you he wants to marry you.
Yes.
And you told him to go buy a ring?
Yes.
And he hasn't.
Oh, I have a ring, yeah.
He's dropped on one knee and proposed to you.
Yes.
And you said what?
Of course I said yes, but
hold on, whoa. Of course you said yes? That would make a fiance, not a boy.
You know what? I don't even know. Well, whatever, man. Fuck, what? God, bad rhetorician, bad rhetorical, just bad rhetoric on her part. If she said yes, and she has a ring, then yeah, she is a fiance. I've known people who have like been like a fiance with their partner for like, I think like 2-3 years now. But that doesn't negate what Kevin Samuels made earlier. What Kevin Samuels said earlier. It really doesn't, because he didn't know that she was a fiance up until she said it. He really does have a problem with people like not quickly rushing into relationships and quickly rushing into marriage. And that really is like a very toxic worldview to have.
I mean,
No. I was very clear. You dropped on one knee, ring, proposed, you said yes. That makes a fiance, not a boyfriend.
yes,
So why are you calling your fiance your boyfriend?
because it's very new.
That's bullshit.
What? What? Dude. Now you're just getting on her about like the words that she used? What a fucking pathetic piece of shit. Jesus Christ. She didn't use the word fiance, she used boyfriend, therefore she has a really therefore there's something wrong with her, and therefore she has a deep-seated hatred for her significant other. That's the subtext here, because otherwise he wouldn't really have a problem with that. He's really making a big deal about her wording and her rhetoric. Like, Jesus Christ, it's not that big a deal. It's just simply that it was a new thing for her. So what? It happens.
Most women who
That's
are
not bull-
no, that is bullshit. That is bullshit. When women get engaged into a man they like and they got a ring, they can't wait.
No.
That's why I think about the threshold, okay? So there are several things I'm thinking about, and then I know strategy. So I could take a plumber and have him have an entire business, because that's the way that my mind works, and so I would make that work for us.
Put your penis up.
Somebody laughing.
You see what you just did? You see what you just did?
See how
I gave you a man who's out doing just fine on his own, and you got to go make him earn one and be like you. That ain't gonna work, boo.
It's not. So
because you're gonna emasculate the hell out of him.
What?
Because it's like, well, now I've been Thomas. She's been a plumber for 20 years, and you just happy, yeah. But now she got me trying to have a truck and this and that going over here and that. Why? Well, because she's used to Birkin bags. And, you know, she thinks we can become accredited investors. And what's that going to be like sitting up in the bed on Sunday when Thomas wants to sleep in? Hey, you know, you should get up and start that website. We can do this. We can do that.
Now you see why I say somebody got to be on the same frequency as me, somebody that enjoys preparing and creating.
But you're on a masculine frequency.
Oh, okay.
A what?
You're not on the right, you're on a masculine frequency.
A masculine frequency?
So if you want somebody on that, okay, are you all right being one of 5?
Oh, I already had this scenario, and I didn't like that.
Well, then are you all right with letting Thomas just be, you're not going to accept Thomas?
Why does Thomas have to be my scenario, though, when I'm surrounded by men that are like engineers and
because they don't want baby mamas. They're 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want baby mamas at 40 years old. I can't. I'm done. I'm done like looking at this garbage. Kevin Samuels is a fucking lunatic. He is ideologically like anti-woman based on everything that we have learned so far. I don't even know how to summarize all of this shit. He's just a pathetic human being. Well, he was a pathetic human being. Really, seriously, fuck Kevin Samuels. He promotes really bad ideology. That's really damaging for men in the dating sphere. And like the only person that's worse than Kevin Samuels is Andrew Tate. Because as bad as Kevin Samuels is, Andrew Tate is just like on a whole other level of just like, Andrew Tate is basically pro-rape. I haven't seen any like, I didn't see Kevin Samuels say anything that was like really pro-rape, but you know, that's just the game that we're playing here. Holy shit. Alright, I'm done. I may view the rest of this like in a different video. Well, that being said, I hope you enjoy watching, and if you're a Kevin Samuels fan, I hope I enlightened you on some things, and if not, and you're just really just like completely on board with his ideology, or maybe I made a mistake and I misread his ideology, and I don't, and there's something that I'm missing in regards to his values, and please bring that to light. I would love to have a conversation about this or whatever. Yeah, but whatever. See you later, and stay healthy, my friends.